What's up, Retro Maniacs? Today coming at you from Mike's Retro Trading Cards. And on today's video, I'm going to open up one box of the 12-box case I have of Rittenhouse Star Trek Picard Seasons 2 and 3. But before we make it so, hit the music. Alright, just a couple of things before I open up this box. Like I said, I did buy a full case. I am going to do a case review video. Basically give you some idea of what you can get if you open up a case. I'm not going to open up all 12 boxes for the channel, just this one, and then I'm going to do the case review. And keep an eye out for that video, because on that video, I'm going to give a couple of the base sets away to viewers. So look for that in the next week or so. I did buy a case, and I got a pretty cool little metal, I guess it's a case incentive card. Rittenhouse gives you certain incentives for every, like if you buy one case, you get this. If you buy 6 cases, you get this, and you get a dual auto card of Jonathan Frakes over there and Patrick Stewart. So pretty cool. And then if you order 12, you get all the stuff you get from the individual cases, all the stuff you get from the 6 case incentive, and then you get a 12 case incentive box of stuff. I'm not buying 12 cases, but apparently people do, and I'm guessing like the David Adams types out there probably do that. But this is a neat card. It's on the one side, it's got the original crew of the Enterprise D kind of refitted here, and then on the back they add Jack Crusher and Rafi, who were the main characters, and Seven, who were main characters in Picard Season 3. So pretty neat card. I'm going to probably keep it in here. All right. And then in full disclosure, I did open up a box of this before I recorded this one, just to kind of see, have a leisurely rip and kind of see what was coming out of the boxes, so I could talk about it in a more informed way while recording. And I happened to pull this. So, yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to open this one up on the channel. That's what I get for not recording everything I opened. But pretty cool when I saw this come out of the box. It is a box topper. So keep that in mind. Just a little public service announcement. If you decide to buy a box on eBay and you are hunting for this oversized Picard auto, I would bet any money that individual boxes on eBay have already been weighed. This goes on top of a normal box, so it's going to be heavier. It's not, there's not a filler card. They didn't replace any packs out of it and put this in and kind of make sure they all weigh the same. This is going to make the box weigh quite a bit more. So keep in mind, if you want a fun rip, I strongly recommend buying this product because you can get it pretty cheap. But if you're just searching for the Patrick Stewart auto, just buy one. Chances are you're not going to pull one out of a box. So keep that in mind. And these are very rare. Rittenhouse describes them as quote-unquote scarce, which means there's less than 100 made. These boxes are all numbered, you can see here. So there's 4,000 boxes. If you do the math on that, you should get one of those Picards on average, if you actually did sign 100, one every third case, I guess, if you're lucky. So they are pretty scarce. All right, enough of that. Let's get into it. Got my, this is like a bone cutting knife. It is a fun rip. I enjoyed the one I opened. The cool thing about, in my opinion, the cool thing about Rittenhouse is they kind of have, do the leaf model where they don't guarantee you anything, but if you are, they don't guarantee the level of the auto you're going to get, but they generally put someone who is a little bit well known in a box and then 2 lesser known characters. So, you know, you're not going to hit a massive box generally, but you're not going to open up a box and get 3 characters or 3 actors. You have no clue who they are. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to put them off to the side here, actually. All right. Let's get right into it. So we should get 3 autos and a costume memorabilia card. I collated what I got from the first box, and I got over a complete set. So here's our first insert. These are the character cards. They're embossed. You can see that. Rafi, pretty cool character. Been there since the beginning. Season 1, episode 1. The season 3 cards have this blue, and the season 2 cards have this maroon. Okay, so that's how the set's broken up. Very cool card, Last Generation. The first 30 cards are from season 2, and I believe it's 3 cards per episode. So you'll see 3 cards of the Last Generation. You'll see 3 cards of, you know, the bounty, things like that. These are cool. These are the poster cards. These come 1 per box, and I believe there are 20 of them. So even opening up a complete case, I'm not going to get that set. All right. You know, I was a fan of season 1 when it came out. You know, probably more the nostalgia thing with that. But I think a lot of folks were upset that it wasn't like just a direct sequel to the Next Generation. Oh, here we go. Rafi Hotbox. These are the character portraits. Okay, so they're a little bit nicer. And I got 2 in the last box I opened, so I'm guessing they're 2 per box. But a lot of people were upset that it wasn't just a direct sequel. So, you know, if you go into it just like looking at it from its own thing, you know, 10 episodes of just good television, you won't be upset by it. But I think a lot of people went into it hoping for something different. Oh, there we go. There's a Guinan character portrait. That's a cool card. She was really good as the young version of Guinan. Though there's some questionable young version of Guinan was in the Next Generation in a 2-parter when she was with Mark Twain. So she didn't look like that anyway. But yeah, just season 2, I thought it picked up. You know, it was a more interesting storyline. I think this might be our first auto. Let's see who we got. Okay, so hopefully this is our you probably don't know her auto. This is Adele. I'm not going to try and butcher her last name. Ensign Kimmy. And this is just like I think this is the base auto. There's inscribed autos in there. I got a really cool one in the same box with Picard. You'll see in the recap video. There's the Changeling Tuvok. Fly Me to the Moon. But season 2 is neat because it was like a time traveling situation. And, you know, one of my favorite, probably my favorite original series movie was The Voyage Home. You know, them going back to the 80s and, you know, that whole storyline. Probably not the best movie. You know, people would argue between maybe Wrath of Khan and Undiscovered Country, which, speak of the devil, her dad, great villain, Christopher Plummer in that. But, you know, the time traveling aspect of season 2, I think, helped it out. And then it almost felt like they were saving budget in season 2, you know, with a lot of the season based in the past, so that they could really blow out the budget for season 3, which was some of the best television I've ever seen. Imposters, you can see here, here's 2 of the 3 cards from that episode. You know, I've said before that, you know, arguably my favorite 10 episodes of any show ever, at least in recent memory. I haven't gone back and watched it yet. It's kind of one of those things where it's almost emotionally draining. But I do need to do a rewatch. Probably when I put the master set together, I'll do that. Todd Stashwick was awesome. I'm hoping to pull one of his autographs. I have a couple on my eBay watch list, just in case. But I'm going to try and get as close to a master set as I can, which might be tough. Like I said, the inserts themselves, you know, you don't even get complete insert sets out of a case. So chances of you pulling a master set out of a case are slim. I'm not going to buy a second case, don't worry. Q was great in season 2 as well. Would like to pull a John Delancey auto out of this case. Here's a couple of really neat ones. Michael Dorn signed. Brent Spiner, Data signed. I think he signed an individual card, and then he's on a dual card with Allison Pill. You know, then you've got like Brian Dennehy's daughter. I feel terrible. I can't remember her first name, but she played Shelby in Best of Both Worlds, and then she played Shelby again in season 3 of Picard, which was a very cool. Oh, there's a neat one. There you go. Look at that embossed Picard insert character card. So yeah, there's some neat ones. I know Amanda Plummer has autographs. They didn't get everyone. They only got Jonathan Frakes for the dual auto with Patrick Stewart, which, you know, I'm not going to buy. Oh, there's our memorabilia card. I'm not going to buy, you know, 6 cases to get it. But all right, let's see who we got here. Oh, Eleanor, R.I.P. And then the cool thing about these is, first off, oh, how neat is that? They've got the little Star Trek insignia design there. That is really, really neat. The cool thing about these is authentic piece of costume material. You can tell this is not a Panini product. Very neat. All right. So we're owed now a couple of the inserts and 2 more autos. I was glad Allison Pill wasn't. I didn't particularly care for her character. I'm glad she wasn't in season 3. 7, Tour de Force. She was so good on this series. Hopefully they give her the spinoff. I'm really, fingers crossed, in Star Trek Legacy. I think it would be so good to see her, Rafi, Jack Crusher, LaForge's daughter. LaForge's daughter right there, actually. Great card. You can see here we are starting to get into some doubles. You're not going to get a complete set. I'm sorry, you're not going to get 2 complete sets out of this. But I'm thinking over the course of a full case, I should get 15 to 20 sets. Sell them on eBay for cheap, give a couple away is kind of what I'm thinking. Keep a couple for myself. You know, one to put in pages and one to you know, break in case of emergency kind of thing, I guess. But I will say, opening up a case of cards, and I'll probably talk about this way more when I get into the recap video. But I mean, opening up a case of cards like this, it's a lot more fun than opening up a couple of boxes of Ultra Modern Football. You know what I mean? Like, the amount that you spend on, you know, Ultra Modern sports cards is kind of crazy. And you can get a case of this, have a good time. Don't feel bad about it after you open it. Just maybe have an auto in here. Nope. Like, this is when I saw it coming out, I knew I wanted to get a case of it. But you know, if you can pick up a box for under 150 bucks shipped, have at it. It's a fun rip. Oh, here's another auto, I believe. Oh, very cool. Tim Russ. That is very, very cool. I think I don't know if he's scarce or limited. Now, technically, he's not Tuvok in this card, so I don't know. I'm going to have to let Rittenhouse know they messed that up. He is technically a changeling. But to have him come back, that scene with the changeling and Seven was so neat. Tim Russ, multiple Star Trek actor, but obviously best known as Tuvok from Voyager. That would be considered like the big auto hit, right? So I'm probably going to get like a lesser known character here for my last one, which is fine. You know, I got Tim Russ. I'm not going to complain about that. Oh, this looks like an inscription one. I'm going to keep it till the end. We only have a few packs left. We'll save some of the drama. Oh, these are really, really neat cards too. So I'm going to show that one. So that one. So these are for the season 3 characters. You've got Riker from his first appearance there, and then his last appearance. Or from his first season, I guess. But they have these for all of the Next Generation characters. Very, very neat. Oh, new insert here. There you go. These are cool. Should get 2 of these, I believe. Jean-Luc and Lars. Great scene. Okay, 2 packs left in our last auto. I'll show that. Okay, another one of those Soji and Narek from season 2. Or is that from season 1? Working on the artifact. I don't know. It might be season 1. Season 1 card snuck in here. All right, last pack, and then we'll check out the last auto. Chances are, since we got Tim Russ, it's not going to be anyone super known, but okay. Let's see who we got here. Union, Farewell, Imposters, and Starfleet's Finest. Pretty cool. I do like the inscription ones. Lieutenant Tavine. I think season 3. Flame me in the comments. I think season 3, though. All right. There we go. So, like I said, you know, you're going to get one pretty well-known character like we got with Tuvok. Then you're going to get a couple of lesser-known characters. But still, all in all, really, really fun rip. We'll get at least a complete set out of this. Close to 2. We got a lot of cool inserts. 3 autographs. The memorabilia card, which is very neat. I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with the product so far. I mean, it's easier to say that when you get a Patrick Stewart autograph. But that being said, overall, really fun product. Strongly recommend it. And make sure you check out the case recap video that we'll be putting out shortly and find out how you can win a complete base set of Star Trek Picard. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.